Watch closely, can you believe it? This is a piece of material sent by an elderly gentleman asking me to make a set of pendants and bracelets with good meanings. He even wrapped it tightly with layers of mud. When I broke open the mud and saw the material for the first time, I felt there was no need for complex carving. The base is warm and delicate, and the natural colors are beautifully formed. But the old man said he worked in Xinjiang for decades and picked this up in the Gobi Desert. He has treasured it for most of his life, always wanting to make a decent gift for his wife. He said he gave Grandma a bracelet when they got married, and she never wanted to take it off. The bracelet was worn for many years and eventually had several cracks, making it unwearable, so Grandma stored it in the wardrobe as a keepsake. Grandpa came across my video of making bracelets and said he trusted my craftsmanship, so he specifically sought me out. The old man said that in a few days it would be his wife's 72nd birthday, as well as their 50th wedding anniversary. His wife has worked hard all her life, accompanying him through thick and thin for decades, and has never owned any valuable jewelry. He didn't want to give a gift that would be forgotten at first glance. He wanted something that showed thoughtfulness, so he brought out this stone he had treasured for years, thinking of making a meaningful gift, a lifelong sentiment. After hearing him, I immediately understood that not everything is measured by value. I agreed right away to make a bracelet for him, along with a pendant. The old man said his wife was born in the year of the horse and has loved plum blossoms since she was young. When they were young, they pledged their love under a plum blossom tree in winter. Decades have passed, and that plum blossom tree witnessed their love, still vividly remembered. So they hoped I would use plum blossoms and the zodiac horse as the theme to complete this set of bracelet and pendant. For this bracelet, I didn't do complex carvings, but instead carefully carved a few blooming plum blossoms along the most concentrated and beautiful colors of the material. The petals should open naturally, not rigidly, gradually unfolding layer by layer with a balanced density, making the colors appear as if they naturally grew from the jade. Plum blossoms symbolize the 5 blessings, peace and smoothness, and also represent the wife's lifelong resilience, gentleness, and elegance. The most challenging part of carving is actually finishing the cuts. One extra cut makes the plum blossom look stiff, while one less cut lacks vitality. So every moment and every stroke must be done slowly. After polishing the finished product, that touch of warm yellow plum blossom seems to bloom directly on the jade, unblinking, yet looking particularly gentle. That is the old man's longing for Grandma. The bracelet itself symbolizes reunion and companionship. Worn on the wrist, it is not ostentatious, but the more you look at it, the more it grows on you. From design to execution, I repeatedly deliberated. The most challenging part was the plum blossom's layering and expression, needing to be 3-dimensional without appearing stiff. This is like Grandma silently supporting life without ever complaining. It is a kind of quiet strength. The pendant is made from the leftover core of the bracelet. This time, I didn't go for a conventional shape, but designed it as a peace charm pendant. The bottom is hollowed out, maintaining the shape while allowing airflow, simple yet more layered. On the front, where the color is most vivid, I followed the natural color of the jade and carved the orange-yellow part into an outstretched maple leaf. Using micro-carving techniques, I etched each vein finely, making it look almost real, and it emits a gentle glow when held up to the light. The edges of the maple leaf are gently scraped with a slanted knife to create undulating curves, making it look like it has just been blown down by the autumn wind with a touch of natural curl. The hollowed-out part is inlaid with a galloping zodiac horse. The horse's posture is gentle, with smooth and powerful lines, conveying a sense of steadiness and protection, giving the entire piece more grandeur and charm. This dynamic and static contrast echoes each other, symbolizing companionship and protection, bringing good fortune and stability year after year. During the process, I carved the veins of the maple leaf stroke by stroke, not daring to rush at all. The horse's expression should be gentle yet spirited, and the peace pendant must be polished to be delicate and smooth. A slight deviation in carving could unbalance the entire piece. I revised it 3 times to achieve a natural harmony, just in time to give it to my partner as a jewel gift for his 72nd birthday and wedding anniversary, wishing him happiness, health, and a constant smile, hoping this companionship will be as vibrant as the red maple leaves with good fortune ahead. This pendant is not large, but it is the most thoughtful part of the whole set. It is warm and translucent, combining movement and stillness, not flashy, but the more you look at it, the more intriguing it becomes. When the old man saw the finished photo, his eyes lit up immediately, and then he shyly asked me if the labor cost could be reduced a bit because the budget was tight. He said he also wanted to buy a bouquet of flowers that his wife likes. Hearing this, my heart softened immediately, so I agreed with him to film the production process. If the likes exceed 1,000, most of the labor costs will be waived. I've always insisted on documenting these processes, not for fame, but to let more people know that some things are truly not propped up by gimmicks. Some people swipe past, and I understand, but there are also those willing to stop and give a little like, leaving a comment saying it looks nice, and I am grateful for that. If you can see this, it means you are also willing to slow down a bit to see how a bracelet or a pendant transforms from an unremarkable stone into a heartfelt gift that can accompany a partner for many years. What do you think of this plum blossom bracelet and the zodiac horse maple leaf peace pendant? If you were to give a score out of 10, what would you give? If you also like that kind of unintentional yet warm beauty, could you take a second to give a little heart to the artisan or leave a comment saying it looks nice? Thank you for your support.